So what y'all think about that CEO situation?
The healthcare one.
That's crazy.
um you said it's crazy.
Hmm. It's sad that he got his life taken because of something, and he just in a position. He probably
Oh,
wasn't.
he's just in a position. He's not the owner of the
He,
company.
yeah, he probably wasn't even the decision maker.
But it looked like they taking his life for a joke. Have you seen some of the comments online
No, what is saying?
that they
Thoughts.
was stepping over his body or something?
Yeah, I think someone said the investors just walked over it like it was
That's
nothing.
not funny.
He did the.
But
They did
shouldn't
the.
he have been over? Like if he was going for an event and he got killed outside of the event on the sidewalk, shouldn't they have canceled the event in respect of him?
Yeah, right before the meeting, they still held their meeting there.
That's
It should have
disrespectful.
been canceled. Okay, want to talk about CEO?
And some comments were saying uh, thoughts and deductibles.
Okay, so what we talking about? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bates. I mean, y'all got to give me something. What's going on, sir?
What's going on?
This is our conversation from TikTok. The CEO guy. He said they was stepping on his body like Allen Iverson did Tyrone Lue. That is disrespectful,
Why
though.
y'all laughing about that man and he got killed?
I ain't laughing at the fact he got killed. I'm laughing at how he stepped over that man like he was Tyrone Lue.
Like they didn't even cancel the meeting; they kept on
That
going.
was very disrespectful, man.
So y'all think the meeting should have been canceled because the
Yes, you don't know
CEO
who
was
was
on
the
the
next
ground
Someone
target.
dead?
died in front of the building. You gonna still hold the meeting there?
It could have been a
The
sniper.
meeting gotta go on. All those people probably paid to be there.
Oh well, we got somebody who died from United Healthcare.
The person you're
We just
supposed
had
to
a
meet
no, no,
died in
no.
the
We just had a
street.
shooting. We don't even know who it was about yet. We don't even know who it was yet.
Like y'all still showed up, and they could have been waiting for y'all too.
Yep, that's crazy.
Like imagine y'all showed up there as a group.
Oh man, it was a sniper
I
picking
guess
off
they
off.
said they
It
wasn't
wasn't
gonna
even
stop the
it wasn't even a
show.
sniper. It was a pistol.
I know what I'm saying. It would have been better if it was a sniper.
And they say he cleared a jam like a professional shooter.
Huh?
His gun jammed. They said in some of the news reports they say his gun jammed,
Mm.
and he cleared the jam like he was trained to.
How did he clear it?
You know how a gun jams? You have to.
Just recocked the back. You know, he just take
Yeah,
it. He took it apart.
yeah. He cleared the jam like
And then hopped
quickly.
on his bike and bonked out.
I mean, that ain't the hard thing to do. But yes, bicycles, you can't get around pretty smoothly. He was very smart. He thought it out. He was very. But the only thing I can say what he did wrong was, based on the photos I seen, was he had the same jacket on.
He should have
See,
had on different jackets.
yeah, that's how you know dumb world's dumbest criminals. He's one of them. He fall in that category. You first of all, you're not finna catch me.
Well, he probably didn't have nothing else to lose. I mean,
I would have ski mask on. It's cold in New York right now.
yeah. No.
You know what I mean? I
I
would
mean,
got
they,
away
they
with it.
traced him all the way to Central Park, and I think that's where the
See, my jacket, it would have been different. I would have went. So I heard he tossed his phone. He had a burner.
Yep.
Guess what? If I toss my burner, guess what? That's what I'm tossing.
I would take out the SIM card.
Everything else I have
Take
on.
out the SIM card, the storage. I make sure it can get nothing from that phone.
Yeah. So he wasn't that smart. They'll catch him by next week. By the weekend. I'd be surprised if he's still on a hunt.
I don't know.
By this time, man, he probably gone back where he came from. He probably off the grid.
Yeah.
But y'all don't care about the life that was taken.
Yeah, I do care about the life that was taken. It's sad. 'Cause that could have been any one of us.
Okay, so y'all have the workers that are online talking noise about the guy. They got the social media.
They'd be the
I
first
mean-
one. They'd be the first one fired.
I mean, a lot of people they got they got issues against insurance companies. I know that for sure. They got issues against insurance companies, so I can see why no one really cares that much about it. Because it's like they've been burned by the insurance company for a while, and it's like, okay, someone from an insurance company died. It doesn't affect me. I'm still trying to pay this insurance claims and stuff like that, or trying to get claims on something, and I keep getting denied. Or I think someone said they had like an automated system to automatically deny people for claims.
See, that's because the person that was in that position that was doing the job didn't want to do the job the right way. So now they got artificial intelligence doing that person's job.
Yeah, but if it's the artificial intelligence automatically denying claims, we could just heard them out. Like, explain why it was denied, and instead of just saying denied.
The computer said you don't qualify. Ain't nobody gonna question a computer.
You're not gonna question the person that set up the computer.
I ain't gonna question the person that plugged the computer in. He didn't design it.
He
So
didn't
evidently
design it, but
the
I'm
format.
pretty sure he got a vote to sign off on it. But actually, the real question is, how did they know he was going to show up there?
Oh, he had a itinerary.
They have their itinerary public?
I believe so. It was a show.
Oh, it was a show. I thought it was just a regular meeting.
It's like a.
It was an event.
Yeah, it was like one of them. He was a keynote speaker from what I heard.
Oh.
So, yeah, he was gonna be there.
Yeah, he was going to be there. She went to the back door.
Now that's what he didn't have, the security.
That's what he didn't have.
See, that's the problem. You gotta have you some security. Okay.
So we plan on moving the security company up north then to New York?
Huh?
I heard we're moving to New York, right?
But, okay.
Yeah,
you
we
heard
traveled
that
to New
saying,
York.
when you're living a good life and you're living life in the right way, you don't need security because God have you protected. Like someone like him probably felt that, like, I'm living right by the people, so I don't need security.
Listen. All right. I feel like I live right and I do right by the people. Okay. It's just my little position, and I still need security. Okay. Security, you need security everywhere. Crime has no address. You never know when it's gonna hit.
But you could tell that he was living freely because he crossed the street. He went, he was going to do his little regular duties.
Listen.
So he wasn't thinking about no security.
That's his problem. See what the end result is. See, we think about security after these things happen. We don't think about it before. We try to cut costs and say, no, I don't need that. But I guarantee if he had a team of bodyguards with him, some executive protection, I guarantee he would be still here. I guarantee you. But
we would need to see what his salary is. Is he up there? I know CEO. How much are we thinking that he's like an executive?
please, I'd say about $400,000-500,000 a year, if not touching $1 million.
400,000 or 500,000 a year. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So you think he needs?
No, it's not. It's not enough. It's not enough.
It's enough to live.
No, it's not. How you know how you living? I guarantee he has a nice house, nice property. He probably got houses in other countries, other states. So it's probably not enough. That goes back to what I say about
it's not enough,
having.
but he have houses all
Wait,
over the
6
world.
figures is not enough.
Heck no. I mean 9. I'm trying. What you mean?
See,
Listen,
people
the
that's
more
struggling with what
He
you're
said
saying.
400 or 500K.
Yeah,
I'm like,
what
that's a
you're saying.
lot.
that's not a lot of money. I can go through that in 6 months. I can go through that in 30 days if I wanted to. I can show you.
But then you tell us the finance, like
Finance what?
the people in the lower class, the finance better. But You just said that that's not enough.
That's not enough.
You can't
Well, he
listen.
has,
You
like-
have to think about
Well, he
listen.
has,
You
like-
have to think about the money. You have to keep it for the rest of your life that you're going to be here. So you have to live that long. So I'm not gonna say. I'm not saying. Excuse me.
For $400 to $500 a year.
$400,000-$500,000 a year, and my lifestyle is probably $200,000 to $300,000 a year. My wife lifestyle is probably another $150,000. My kids is probably another $200,000. They got tuition in school. That's not enough. It's not enough.
So basically, the more money, the more problems. So just because you have a person that is a millionaire, they probably have a million worth of bills.
Yes.
So
Yes.
for somebody that's under or someone that's like in the lower middle class, they may think, wow, they have a lot of money, but that person really have a lot of bills.
Yes, because their struggles is totally different from your struggles. Think about how much your car insurance would cost you on an average car. Let's see, what's your average? What's the kind of car you like?
But why do you have to? Why does the big top dog gotta have the best car? Why they just can't have a little Honda Civic? So
Yeah,
Because I paid my way to be this way. This is the life I chose to have. I said I
5
want.
houses in different
Yeah.
countries.
That's what I chose to have. I chose to do that. That's what I wanted. My success. That's what I want. That's why I say I'm gonna be
Then you
successful.
Back to the
I do
middle
get. I
class
do.
that's
I
struggling?
do. I do give it back. I give opportunities for work. We do charity events. We do give back. Yeah. We give back. But see, the thing is, it's not the giving back that you want. And you don't agree with it. You don't agree with it. But if I give out 150 turkeys, that's me giving back 150 turkeys. You don't agree with that 150 turkeys. You feel like, well, why you ain't give me the money that you bought the turkeys with? That's how people think. I didn't want to give you the money because I already knew if I give you the money, you're going to probably go smoke it up on some dope. We're going to try to flip the weed man.
Wait, were you just talking about turkeys? I just thought about
Yeah, I was.
I saw someone say turkey dollars were $50 before Thanksgiving. Now they're like $5 after Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
So it's like,
inflation.
sure, inflation. It's like, oh, it's not profitable no more. So let's lower it down to $5. The true
Yeah.
cost of how much it is.
Yeah. Because I don't know about like turkey but once a year.
I mean,
So,
I
yeah.
can go for a good turkey leg.
Yeah, you could. Well, you see, they couldn't even stay in business. You know why? It was too much greed. Yeah.
Too much greed.
Too much greed, even within the organization. Within the individual owners, within the shareholders. Yeah. Their mindset and their priorities are all wrong. They wasn't thinking about their legacy. See, I'm thinking about my legacy. Anything I do, I want my brand and my name to stand there forever. Because you see how long the Bible been out, right? The Bible been out since the beginning of time, and we still talk about Jesus. So I want that same representation,
anymore.
huh?
We like some people still talk about the Bible, but it's like you see people using the Bible. Yeah, I see that. I'm seeing a lot more now these years. Like they're just using it for their own personal stuff. I think there was a Trump Bible coming out.
Yeah,
with his name on the front. I'm like,
it probably is.
How can y'all say y'all uphold to the Bible, but he got his name plastered on the front of the Bible? Like,
because it's probably his writings, his teachings. It's probably Trump's book of business, and they call it the Bible for business. You never know what it's about.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, a Bible can be anything. It doesn't say it doesn't have to be biblical. I can name any book you create can be the Bible. I can create a book on how to open up a security company. That's the Bible for security services. Open up a security company. See, we focus on the word, the title of it. That's the issue. These titles are getting people's heads messed up.
I don't agree with that. Just say it's a Bible of business or whatever. But if it's just a regular Bible underneath that, then what do you have to say about that then?
It was a regular Bible underneath it?
Yes.
Like what the Bible we
read
from the church?
Trump Bible under it, and it's just a regular Bible underneath it.
I don't know. I have to see that. I have to see what was his purpose of it.
Okay.
I don't think he's trying to sit there and say he's God.
No, I'm
So
just
he wrote a
saying, like,
Bible.
what if it's a regular Bible underneath it, but he put his name on the front?
I really don't see nothing wrong with it. It's just a title.
The
most important part is the stuff that readings on the inside.
Okay.
So if the knowns and the readings on the inside has nothing changed, and Mark 15 is Mark 15. Because actually the name on the Bible is not say Bible. It's a bunch of Bibles that sell Holman.
Yeah, there are different versions of the Bible, right?
So right. So
But
it's just a title. You know, the only thing the versions is more in plain context. It's more dumbed down for us to understand it.
Yeah, but I think
Instead of saying ye, it said thee.
but I don't think they I don't think they changed the title with different authors. I do think it's like more in the on the inside where they say it's a different type of Bible, right?
I seen the Bible on the front that said Holman and it said Bible on the bottom, but under it.
Okay. Okay, you say so. I just don't agree with that. I'm not a religious person, but this is like some things. Just like I don't feel like you should be doing that, like plastering your name on it and like claim it as yours.
But we weren't about the name. We just worried about the name. Worry about the material. If it says Trump's Bible, like I said, that may be his Bible of business.
Yeah, but what if it's not his Bible business? It's just a regular Bible.
But why are we worried about that? We haven't seen it.
I'm just saying, like, what if it's like that? I mean,
what's wrong with it?
It's pretty much putting.
He's not saying he's God.
He's not saying he's God.
He didn't say he sat on the Mount of Olives. And he was telling his disciples. He did not say that.
He's using the Bible for his own gain.
We use the Bible for our own gain all the time. Christians do it. Pastors do it all the time. Joel Osteen, TD Jakes, they do it all the time for their own gain. They have a whole church preaching from the Bible for their whole gain. They're not putting their money back into the society. They're taking their money and living off of them.
He's charter flights and all kinds of things. He's selling it under his name, and it's all his name is on.
And if Bishop TD Jakes did it, what would it be a problem?
TD Jakes is what pastor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a pastor. That's a different story.
So it's okay.
He's a pastor.
It's a title.
It's going into his.
It's
church.
A title that he's making profit of because God don't see that money.
He's a pastor going.
God is not collecting no one. Listen, God not collecting tithes and he's not collecting offering. That money goes to the church. It's not going to the Holy Spirit.
It goes to the church and it spreads his word more.
Okay, it spreads his word more. But all Trump did was say he put his name on the Bible. We haven't seen the Bible. It has not been printed yet.
And you know where that goes? It goes into his pocket.
The same thing for the pastor.
But the pastor's doing it for his church. That's what pastors do. They do it for their church. They spread their word more. They make their congregation bigger.
It is a business. It's a business. Like I said, I don't have to go to church and pay tithes. My relationship with my spiritual
God. We don't treat churches like a business.
Why not? Yes, they do.
They don't pay certain things.
They pay a lot of things.
They pay things, but they don't pay.
They may have more incentives and things they don't have to take care of.
Yeah, there's incentives.
And you know what? And you know what they do? They take all their personal things.
We have a separate a system called a separation of power, separation of church and state.
At the end of the day, that church is buying all these properties. He done bought a house, and then he's doing with that house. He's renting the house out. Then what he do with the income from that rental property? Guess what he's going to? It's going into his pocket. But he's saying but the church bought it. You see that? So they use it for the wrong thing. They doing the wrong. So it's fine. You said it's fine. That's fine. Okay, so what are you saying? If that's wrong,
if you buy it,
you saying it's wrong for them.
It's not for the church no more.
But that's what they do. They run everything through up under the organization of the church so they can get discounts and things like that. That's a scheme. That's a pyramid scheme. Cause I never read in the Bible where they said they met up at a house. They met up in the church and they was singing songs and they worshiping. I never heard. I heard he said on the Mount of Olives and he preached to his disciples. He met outside in the universe. I never heard he was saying I'm sorry, but I never heard them meeting the congregation. They got the ushers coming down. They got the drummer over there. I never heard of any things in the Bible. You ever heard of the drummer boy in the Bible? You ever heard about them taking offering in the Bible? I don't believe God was talking about pastor collection playing around to the deacon over there. No. Come on, man. This is all man-made creation stuff, man. Come on, man. So what's wrong with what Trump doing? He ain't doing nothing wrong. That's people gotta stop trying to point the finger at other people and look at themselves and see what they're doing. Hold yourself accountable before you try to point somebody else and say they need to be accountable. We have a problem with doing it.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
We do have a problem with that.
We do.
Holding ourselves accountable. Yes. Because we vote for these politicians into the office and it's like...
See, that's the thing. You vote for the politician.
Yeah.
You vote for the laws.
Yeah,
you vote for the policies.
Yes,
I'm not voting for no individual person.
So you don't vote for your senators?
I vote for what they're standing for. What they're telling me this law is going to do this, going to change this. If I agree with it, then I'm gonna vote for it. If I don't agree with it, I'm not gonna vote for it.
Yeah, but those laws aren't passed altogether. When they go into office, they go to Congress, right? In Congress, that's when they decide if they're going to pass it, and they vote yay or nay.
But that's the person. That's the person position of power. So they're saying they're going to push this through. Yeah. And we're gonna, if we have enough people in Congress to get this approved, then this is what we're gonna. That's the agenda that we're gonna go after.
Yeah, but if you look at it and you see, oh, they finna pass our bill, right? No, they said nay. The person who voted for it said nay. The one who you vote for to pass that one bill that most of them agree on said nay, no. So you just voted against your own interests because he lied to you in front of your face and said no, and then you keep on voting him back in.
That's not true. I don't think that we keep voting him back in. He probably seen something.
Do you see how often these people change? Some of them are just crazy.
I know Kamala Harris was a flip flopper.
She's not. She's on her own.
I'm just saying, but y'all had her as vice president. She the one that put us in.
She's the vice president
that created this inflation.
Harris created the inflation.
Yeah, you remember she was the one vote that they needed to. She was the one vote that they needed to break the tie, and what she do? She voted for the policy, and then inflation created.
Okay, what policy was it?
I gotta go back into my notes.
Okay,
but I do recall it. I do remember that she was the one vote that they needed one more vote, and she was the one. And next you know, we created inflation. Yeah, that was a few years ago. I do remember that.
Okay. But remember, it's like the government is government and those private businesses are private businesses, right? They're the ones who have the
government is a business.
The government is the business, but they don't have all the regular control over these companies, right? These companies, they have grocery store chains. They have products they send to people, right?
Mm-hmm.
They control their prices.
Mm-hmm. You think so?
The government don't control their complete prices.
Mm-hmm.
They may try to regulate it so it doesn't affect people that much, but they don't control the full price of stuff.
Okay. What do they control?
The government?
What do they control?
Are you talking about the government or
the government?
The government only controls like whether like stuff you can do or not.
They control the value of the dollar.
They can release.
That's why the stores and the individual companies have to increase things because of the value of the dollar is not worth anything. They control the value of the dollar because they keep printing money instead of giving it value. Every time we have a problem, what they want to do, they want to throw money into another country.
Mm-hmm.
Print more money and throw it over there. Do you not realize there's I think 17 countries that's not even accepting the American dollar no more?
17 countries.
Yeah. 17 foreign countries that's not accepting the American dollar no more. Did you not notice that?
I know a couple.
It has no value. It has no value. The euro is more valuable than the American dollar. That's crazy.
I know, it's crazy, right? And they got free healthcare, don't they?
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder what other issues they have with the free healthcare.
You say we wonder what issues they have?
Yeah, what other issues they have with the free healthcare?
I don't know.
Yeah. But that's all you focus on is the free healthcare.
I know they have free healthcare. They don't have no gun problem.
They also have a problem with home ownership.
I don't know. That's European countries.
Yeah. A lot of issues they have. But they got free healthcare.
That's what most people care about. I mean,
they can care about it, but guess what? They don't even go to the doctor when they get sick. They go get some Sudafed.
I'd rather
for a common cold.
If it's a common cold, then yeah. But if it's something more serious,
you don't know that though.
Of course, you don't know that. Let's say
because when before we figured out COVID was out, we was coughing and heaping and all kind of stuff. We didn't know what it was, and we went in there taking medication and I know nothing. And then come to find out, we had COVID.
I mean, if you're taking medication, you're not getting better, then it's something else. So you have to go see a doctor.
Then just go to the doctor from the beginning, so the doctor can diagnose you. The professional can diagnose you and tell you what's wrong, instead of you commonly guessing.
Yeah, commonly guessing, but then you have to pay. I don't know how much, right?
$15 copay.
It depends on your insurance.
$25 copay, $30 copay. Sometimes you only got to pay a copay because you hit your quota.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
But what if the doctor misdiagnosed you?
That's very rare.
It's very rare, but it can happen.
It's very rare. Yeah, it can. What's very rare?
It's a possibility. I mean, there's over 1 billion people, and it's very rare. It's like, those are pretty good odds that you could be one of them.
I don't know, because I know they have a network that they use, and that system talks to each other. And I realized that during COVID. When they put the notes in the computer, that computer's talking to all different networks all over the world, especially in the United States. All them computers linked up together, so they're talking. If they sitting there diagnosing you and or profiling you, I say profiling you because that's what they're doing. They're profiling you.
It's funny how they can profile us, but they can fail an audit when they when the Pentagon can fail an audit 5 times.
The Pentagon.
Yeah, they're failing their audits. Just trying to see where their money is spent. That we invest so much money into them.
The money. Hold on. The money. You want to know where the money being spent at?
I mean,
now you said Trump was pulling us out the country before, right?
Yeah.
And then Biden took over.
Yeah, but they've been failing their audits
for
years.
As a businessman, he had an exit strategy. Biden ain't no businessman. He ain't got no exit strategy.
Then why didn't he implement his extra strategy?
So all he did was say, okay, well, he was putting them out.
No, but why didn't he?
Let's go ahead and pull them out. He was putting them. How you know he wasn't?
Why didn't he have an extra strategy already ready for us to vote by Trump before he left?
He did. You don't know what he had in place. He didn't have time to get it out because they cheated him on the votes.
They cheated him on the
votes. And then when Biden got in there, he just spit it up.
That means most of them didn't. Wait, no. He should have left the extra strategy. Said, "Let's do this," and then
I'm not. Listen, no. Ain't no. Listen. As a president, as me, as an individual, I'm not finna give you the game plan or what I was gonna do because 9 times out of 10, you're your own person. You're not gonna follow it. So that doesn't make any sense. So Biden knew that he was putting them out, and he was like, "Okay, well, just put everybody out, leave the equipment there." Oh, they have an award, throw in the money. That's how that happens. That's how that happens. That's how that happens. All of the equipment, and they go get our tanks, they go get our guns.
No, you see the way.
And then what they do?
It's supposed
they invade another country.
It's supposed to be a slow process. You get the equipment out, then
right. He implemented the process thinking that he was going to win the second term. Okay, got scammed. Got scammed. Go ahead and say it. Got scammed.
No. Here's another thing, though. Remember when he said he was going to replace Obamacare, but he never did?
It was a process.
And everyone said, okay, you have some years to think about it. What about now?
It was a process.
He said, I don't know.
That wasn't on his agenda at the moment. He talked.
No, but he had years to think about it. He had a whole bunch of time to think
Listen,
about it.
have you ever said he was going to do something and then procrastinated and said, I'm waiting to figure this, let me look into this a little bit more? Yes, you have.
Yes, I have. But
okay, why he can't do that?
He had years.
I can have as much time as I want to. I can wait till the last day I get out of office.
He could have got together with the rest of his people and said, okay, let's think of a plan.
They got other bigger issues that they're worried about other than that.
What other big issues do they have?
Like pulling out of a country the correct way.
Pull out of the country the correct way?
Yeah.
Already hostile country.
Yeah, pull out of the country the correct way.
He should have thought about that before he initiated it.
What you mean? He had it. That's what I'm telling you.
He's the one who started.
He had a plan though. He had a plan. That plan was interrupted by a corrupted system. Did you? But listen. Let's stop.
So you think he?
But let's stop.
You think
let's stop. When you talk about
you said
the Biden administration and the Trump administration, do you not see how many?
The 2020 election was false, and it was completely.
I did not say that. No.
No, you just said it was a corrupt system.
No, I'm talking about Biden's corrupt system. I'm talking about Biden is corrupt, not Trump.
You just said Trump. It was corrupt. I
said Trump's administration and then the corrupt administration.
Which
is Trump. That's who created it. It was Biden. That's who created all these dang issues we have right now. No, Papa sleeping up on the stage. Papa. He created all the issues because he ain't get enough sleep. Some hunters up there sniffing cocaine in the White House. Did they ever say who cocaine was? It just magically disappeared. I mean, disappeared there, right? Come on.
Of course, they wasn't gonna admit who.
Come on. And then look, and then the main one. You know, talking about let me step back. Before Trump got in office, Obama was the main one saying, if you're a legal immigrant, you shouldn't be here. You're gonna get deported. If you do a crime, you're gonna get deported. But then when Trump gets here, he sits there and say that, he's wrong. When first day I get in the office, I'm gonna deport all these folks. He's wrong for doing it. But look how many millions of people was deported up under the Obama administration. Think about that. Why ain't nobody saying nothing about that? You know why ain't nobody saying nothing about that? Because they think he did so good just because he was a brother. Okay. He's well spoken. He think about what he say. Y'all give him credit. But he was already doing this. But you getting upset because this guy comes in here and says, I'm going to be verbal. I'm going to be direct with you and tell you exactly what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it with you. And this is what's gonna happen on the first day. We gonna get rid of 1 million people on the first day. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
So you now Americans is being hypocrites because you accepted it for Obama, but then when Trump says it's an issue, everything this man says, everybody goes against it.
So
there's nothing wrong with what he's saying. Nothing wrong with what he's doing.
So what about the tariffs that he said he's going to do?
What's wrong with it? I believe everything should be made in America. I think we should put money back into America.
You can't just drag them like that. It takes years to build that stuff up in here.
I feel that
a factory just doesn't pop up overnight.
It can. I seen a house built in 2 weeks.
That's a house. That's not a factory.
Okay, so plants can be built in 6 months.
You gotta get a factory. You gotta buy the equipment. You gotta move the equipment.
They already got it together. It's already together. All they got to do where the location we build. Look at SpaceX. SpaceX was building so fast. They talking about building SpaceX and bought the land. Next thing you know, they were shooting them in the air, shooting rockets in the air within a year. It don't take that long no more. It's not. It usually takes. I remember growing up. My mother was buying a house, and from the ground up, it took her 9 months to a year for the house to be finally fully finished, and where we can go walking into it before we got in the walk. Everybody moved into the house. Now it's taking less than 30 days for them to build houses. So technology has changed. Technology has advanced.
Are you talking about those cookie cutter homes that all look the same?
No, I'm not talking about cookie cutter homes.
I thought you were talking about.
If you pay attention, you pay attention. You see the frame on the back of the 18 wheels being hauled to locations, arches and everything. So yeah,
you can't have a house built outside and then move it.
Okay, so you can SpaceX can be fully functioning and launching rockets within 9 months to a year. You can build a plant. It ain't gonna take that long, especially if you go take over another plant that wasn't doing so well and you decommission it and get it approved and everything and get it back active.
Yeah, the approval process can take a while.
Not necessarily.
It depends, really.
It depends. No, it's not necessarily. Because I'm tell you what's happening. The people's already in power and in position. They just gonna sign off on it. Yeah. Come on now.
Then you gotta find workers.
Workers gonna come because you know why? They need a job.
But what if that job's not paying enough and you're doing a lot more labor than you need?
It's what, not paying enough?
Yeah, if it's not paying enough to live.
And you sound like you got an issue there. Because nothing's going to never pay you enough to live because you're going to always want more than what you actually have. You understand that? Like I say, people have these $50,000 salaries, but they want to live an $80,000 lifestyle. So it's always going to be in America, in the world, period. It's always going to be like that.
Okay.
Yeah, think about it. Is it true? Yeah, you know it's true. Because it's very rare that you see somebody that actually live within their comfort of their salary. It's very rare. Yeah. It's very rare because folks don't know how to save money. They spend it before they can save it. Kanye West said that. You see what I'm saying? So they don't know how to say they're not financially smart. Like me, for instance, like I could do if I sit there and say I'm gonna save $1,500 to go do something, well I'm gonna say that $1,500 and I'm gonna say, you know what, I can do something else with this right now. Let me focus on something else. I'll save it again and then go do what I want to do. I'll save it 2 or 3 times, then probably go do it. Cause I prioritize things, I put things in place, I make sure my structure is right. But a lot of folks don't do that. They just see it they want and they go out there. Because you got a song right there. I was moving too fast. What did he say? He bought a condo. He was moving too fast. He didn't think about it. He fell in love with a female. Started splurging on it. He didn't think about it.
Who buy a condo?
Hey, some people have the money to do it right away.
I wouldn't buy a condo right away.
You want it could have been a real estate thing he was in. You don't know. But I'm just saying, people move too fast. They don't strategize. They don't think of that.
Yeah.
You know, that's like saying if you fall into a lump sum of money, what you gonna do with it? First, people gonna say, I'm gonna go buy a car. I'm gonna go buy a house. Then I'm gonna go to the mall. I'm gonna get decked out with my kids' jewelry, all other stuff. Ain't nobody said I'm gonna put up for my kids' college fund, a funeral. I'm gonna go buy burial plots. You got to go on the ground.
Burger what?
Burial
Oh,
plots.
burial plots. I thought you said burger pots. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, burial plots. You got to go somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta go somewhere.
You know what I mean? They're not doing any of that stuff, but they're gonna use their money to go. The kid that fell off the roller coaster was Orlando. He awarded $300 million.
Wow.
Yeah. Guess what? They ain't got no plan of what they're gonna do with their money. Their money gonna be gone in 3 years, tops. I'm being nice with that one because we don't plan. We don't strategize. We don't think it through. We see the money sitting there. We just gonna spend. Mama probably ain't even work no more until she got to go back to work. They're the same way. And then you gonna see him. They're gonna be like in 10 years. They're gonna be like, y'all remember the kid that fell off the roller coaster? He was awarded $300 million. He working at McDonald's, controlling the robots.
All I gotta say, if I ever win the lottery, I'm not gonna be able to tell. I'm gonna still be working.
That's the best. That's a smart move. But most people don't think that way. They think that because they got it. Like, oh man, wait, what's that? But they gonna know what they're gonna do. They're gonna try to go flip a pack. They might try to sit there and say they're doing credit service, rebuild your credit services. They can try to have some kind of crazy business that don't make any sense.
There's always a lot of those.
Yeah, they're gonna try to run some kind of scheme because now the money running low. So they got to figure that. So yeah, that's American society right there. Summed up for you. I know a lot of folks don't like to hear the truth. I don't care. I don't care.
So what advice do you have?
What it is. Be financially smart. Think about it. Planning that. That's the best advice I can give you. Just don't be stupid. Just don't be stupid. For real. Look, man. Think about all the NBA players that made it to the league or NFL players that made it to the league and they broke.
I don't see how they can be broke.
What?
The elite players that made it up there?
Vernon Maxwell, Vin Baker. What?
I don't know.
I think Jordan the only successful. Well, I ain't gonna say he the only one, but he's one of the top ones.
I don't understand how you can make a professional team and still end up broke.
Because you ain't spend your money right. You ain't save your money. That's how. You got a bag of money, you know what to do with it.
I feel like if you're going to be an NBA player, you should at least reinvest into like a college degree in something else.
You don't have the right people around you. Your mama need this. Your auntie need that. Your cousin just got out of jail now. He want to see you can give him 10,000 flip it.
That goes back
when
to
Jay-Z
taking care of the poor, the people under.
That's why you don't take care of them because they're gonna make you go broke. So when Jay-Z sit there and told his cousin no,
I feel like
I didn't see nothing wrong with that. So, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I feel like you're the type to make it worse for poor people.
No. I work for this, so why would I make it easy for you? You ain't gonna. What? Come on now. Wait. Let me say this. Hold on.
I said worse. You said no. I'm not gonna work for you. So it's like I didn't say anything.
Oh, make it worse.
Yeah, it's worse.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do anything for them. It's gonna be they're gonna continue to live their life. So it ain't gonna be no way. I ain't gonna make it worse for them. They don't mean nothing to me. They don't mean nothing to me. I'm not gonna make it worse for them. They're gonna make it worse for themselves because they're gonna create hatred towards me.
But
and all they're gonna do.
If you became an NBA player, you wouldn't help the poor people.
I would give back to the kids like I do now.
So what about you? If you became an
I'm not helping no adults.
Would you help the poor people?
I'm not helping no adults.
I'll help foster like some sports teams or some stuff.
So it sounds like y'all would do the same thing.
For the kids, he's saying teams. Don't adults play teams for football no more. And once they get out of high school, college.
So listen to the question: if you became an NBA basketball player with a good contract, millions of dollars, would you help the poor people?
No.
I
would. I'm sorry.
Do I help the poor people?
Like the people at the corners, under the bridge, the ones that are on the street at the lights begging for money.
I would invest in a program to help them, but not.
So you wouldn't give them none of your money if they're begging at the. Let's just say you go into McDonald's to get some food, and they're right there at the window asking for $100, and you're in a Bentley.
I wouldn't be at McDonald's if I'm in a Bentley.
Would you give them $100?
I mean, it's a drop in the water, but then again, it's like if you do it for one person, you gotta do it for the rest.
Yes or no?
See?
Like I said, I would invest in a program to help them.
So
But
no.
So no.
So
See?
you.
No. I ain't helping nobody. I help the kids.
So why are y'all saying the same thing, but he's saying the rich need to take care of the poor?
I don't understand. He's confused.
You said
Society is confused. That's what I'm saying.
because we were like even you the mask thing on the plane. You put the mask on yourself first.
yeah, but he said he would let his kid. He would do himself first, and then his kids. But I would prioritize my kids first before I do anyone else. Or do myself.
But you're contradicting what you're saying because if you want to help your kids out, you should be able to help the poor out. But you said if you had the money, you want to help the poor out.
The kids are related to me by blood.
Right, so it's going to trigger
So
the money.
every time your kids need some help, you're going to give them what they need.
I might help them out, but as for what they need, like it depends on what it is. What is it?
You
Like,
create another problem.
A car or clothes. A new cell phone, keeping up with all the latest iPhones.
I'm not gonna keep up with the latest ones, but I'll help them with the first car.
So you sound like y'all sound like y'all saying the same thing.
I know what side I'm on. He's tracking the fence.
Yeah, he sound like he's going because I was with you and now you going with him. I mean, like.
I don't know. I'm kind of confused with where this conversation is going right now.
No, I just asked because I'm asking with the we talked about the basketball players.
Yeah.
And you said
Yeah, I don't know how we got on that topic though. Like helping the poor.
we got on that topic because they are. We talked about them having money.
Yeah,
And
but we were
losing.
talking about how they got broke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They made the wrong decision. They made the wrong
And
decision.
he said that they are giving their money to their needy family, and that's how they go broke.
Yes.
So I asked you,
Crabs in the bucket.
do you think that's okay that they take care of their family, which is the poor?
But they're family though. It
doesn't matter. It ain't,
But
listen,
But if it's like if you know
I guarantee you that
if
family.
you know your family manipulating you, then don't give them money.
But
like
you don't
that.
know. You don't know. You got too much money. You ain't even thinking straight.
At some point, you can definitely.
Yeah, when you go broke, when you started going broke, when the money starts trickling, and he didn't came to you 3 or 4 times, talking about the same day, talking, man, I'm gonna flip it and yeah.
If you come to me the second time asking the same thing, no.
Now it's not gonna be the same thing, but it's gonna be a different type of item or whatever. But it's gonna be the same process. You know, he don't have a track record. He ain't successful. He wasn't successful before you got the money. He was struggling before you got the money. So why would I give you 5,000? Why would I give you 5,000? I know you can't flip nothing, but you in and out of jail.
Oh, if he's in and out of jail, I ain't giving.
Well, okay, not even that. Why would I give you 5,000? I know you already struggling with the finance and you got a decent job and you can live in the budget. I mean, you got that $50,000 a year. You got $100,000 a year and you still living like you got $200,000 a year and you can't sustain your own lifestyle. Why? Why would I give you the money?
That's how I know something's wrong with. I wouldn't give it anyway.
But we always see these red flags and we still give it. That's why the NBA players be going broke. But they want to bring their family. Listen, all I gotta do is get to the top first, and then I can give you the game plan and follow me. Then we can all be at the same table.
But
if you're not trying to put in the work,
can't follow the same path.
No, but I might have a business degree, and I might be successful in businesses, and the NBA career might be funded in these businesses. Okay, so now if I'm being successful in these businesses, then you should be able to follow that same path. If I say, hey man, take whatever you get in your income tax, I told folks this. I say, get your income tax. I say, put your income tax up and put it in some stock. Don't go buy no car, no speakers in no car. Don't go buy no car.
Yeah, I don't understand how people buy speakers.
But that's what they do. That's what they do.
Then they blast it late at night. And
yeah.
Like, why?
That's what they do. So that's why I say, no, I will not help no grown man, no grown woman.
So that's how we got on the topic.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't even help my mama.
Oh, wow. Wow.
If she not going to take my advice.
Wow, you heard it here, folks.
I'm looking at the camera. I will not help my mama. And when Kendrick Lamar said he could channel his grandmother, I understood that. Okay? I understood that. Because if you're not going to listen to me, then why would I give you money for you to keep coming back to me and you keep taking and taking and taking? No, it's not going to work.
Can we post that clip on TikTok?
Yeah, post it. But now if you following me and you doing the things I'm telling you to do and I'm seeing the growth, then yes, I'm going to keep investing in you. I would. If I take that child and they have a bright idea and we put their idea to a business, I'm going to keep helping them with their business.
Yeah, that's the same thing when I said invest in like programs like that.
Yeah, but you talking about programs for adults. I'm not doing nothing for no adults.
Wouldn't you want the help? If you need help, wouldn't you want somebody to reach out and help you?
You know what? I reached out when I was younger one time. Well, you know what my daddy told me?
Right now.
My daddy told me, it's no man should ask another man for help. You got to figure it out on your own. That was just a co-sign for me a car. And you know what I did in 6 months? I was able to get my car. I understood what he came with me with, and I ain't never asked nobody for nothing since. You got to do it yourself. You got to do the work yourself. At some point in your life, you got to figure out the road you're going, it's not working out. So let me figure this out. Let me stop, take a break, and regroup and figure this out. Get to the table, get your notepad out, get your pen, and figure it out. By asking for help, you ain't gonna figure it out. They ain't gonna do nothing but make it work. You can't go to the bank and they say, "What you gonna do with this money, Mr. Joseph?" Oh, they're not gonna you're not gonna get approved. You gotta have a business plan. You gotta have a plan with the money. They want their money back.
Yeah,
so you have to figure it out. You have to figure life out. So no, a lot of times I'm not gonna help no one out if they don't have a plan. And I would rather help the children out because that's the future. That's the future. An adult my age, your time is past. Let me help out my nieces and nephews and get their mind on the right track. Let me help out my children get their mind on the right track. Because I know I'm gonna see a return on my investment with them.
So then it's all about money. And then
because it's not about my lifestyle it's all about my lifestyle I need to sustain. Because the lifestyle I live right now, I want to be comfortable when I be 90 years old. Okay? I don't want to be living in my children's house. I want to be on my own property, and my kids probably got a house on the back of the property. And they driving the 4-wheeler up here to my house or something like that. That's how I want it to be. I don't want to be a burden. And that's what people become. They become burdens on other folks, and that's not right. You can't bring your problems onto me. That's your problem. If I figured out my problems, why you won't figure out your problems? So that's why I say no. Ain't no way a CEO should not be just giving away the money to the person just because they gave you the money. They gave you a position. That was a $50,000 investment he gave you. So he need to return it. He need to return it. It ain't just sitting there because now that profit is creating another position so I can get another return of investment. Because at the end of the day, it's all about my lifestyle. It's all about my lifestyle. And my legacy.
You know they're reinvesting now into another position now.
They are, because I just seen they hit $220,000 jobs was created back in November, just in November. They putting it back into the economy. It's just the way that we see it. We don't like the way it's going because it's not dollar signs. It's not a dollar.
It ain't to me.
It ain't to me. Yeah.
I understand that.
So that's where I'm at with that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go through your stuff, man.
But that's y'all still sound like y'all are saying.
Well, yeah, I know
people can debate, but if you kind of find some little middle, like a gray area, you can agree to disagree.
Yeah, you can.
Because some people are striking because they said the people at the top are having more money than the people at the bottom, or the.
That's because they're uneducated. And that's stupid. That's stupidity right there. Why would you strike and now you ain't got no money? You're stupid as hell. I'm sorry, you stupid. You stupid. You the stupidest person in the world. I would never leave a job.
Not listening.
I would never leave. Who not listening?
If the people at the top are not listening, the only thing you can do is strike.
Oh, we listening. I'm listening. But what you're telling me don't make any sense. That's why it's not moving your direction.
How is not making sense? That y'all have all that money at the top. Y'all got paid vacation. Y'all have a 20.
And I work hard for this paid vacation. I work hard for that. I work hard for it. I work hard. And you know what? If you educate yourself and you work hard and you moved up a few steps, instead of this, you ever been on an escalator and people just sit there and they just going up, taking their time going up. I get on an escalator, I'm walking. It's a book right here that say take the stairs. I'm walking. I'm not sitting on the escalator. When I'm going to the airport, I'm not just sitting there letting things conveyor belt just take me out there like I'm on a conveyor belt. No, I'm walking the conveyor belt. I'm just going past everybody. People be sitting there with their luggage looking crazy. I'm like they looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, y'all wasting time.
So you saying what?
Don't count on nobody else. Do it yourself, and you beat yourself for yourself. That's the best feeling. When you know you did it yourself, that's the ultimate goal.
No,
like
I do understand that.
Growing the business organically and not getting along, that's a good feeling. That's a really good feeling. You know what I'm saying? Cooking your first meal in the stove when you ain't nobody I told y'all to cook, that's a good feeling. Cause you taste it, you be like, man, I put the ingredients in there pretty dang good, man. It's all right. Yeah, it's a good feeling. My mama ain't teach me how to do this. I did this. That's a good feeling. I don't need no help. I don't want no help. I would appreciate it. If someone volunteer their time, I would appreciate that. But yeah, but Miss Renee, what you were saying? I'm sorry.
Oh, nothing.
So yeah, you gotta want it on your own. You can't be lazy with it, man. You cannot be like I'm an expert hand that. I'm saying I learned lessons in life, and I was like, all right, I know not to do that no more. People fall into the same thing every day, and they don't learn from their mistakes. If you know that cop is sitting there every morning at their school zone, why would you continue to speed when you get past all them cars?
Yeah, why would
You ain't learning from your mistakes.
Like, if you know a cop there, you wouldn't speed at all.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be speeding in school zone anyway, so you're not following the laws in the first place.
Like, why, if you bought a house and you bought a house at a variable interest rate, why would you buy a house a second time at a variable interest rate when you already know doing when those houses was doing when we was going through all that issues back in the past when we was losing their properties? Why would you do that again?
Did you say buy a second house?
Yeah. When a couple back in the day when I was growing up, folks had houses and they lost a lot of houses back in the early 2000s. You know, most of the houses they lost because they had variable rates. But then when they started getting back on their feet, they was going back and signing up for variable rates, interest rates. Why would you do that twice? If you know it can fluctuate based on the lender's choice. It don't make sense.
Mm.
See, we gotta be smarter. Gotta be smarter.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You don't know?
No, because you make it sound so easy, but most people aren't living those lives that you're describing.
I know they living lies. That's what they're doing. They
If it
living
was
lies.
that easy, then everybody would.
Stop worrying about what the next person think about you. I don't care what the next person think about me. The only person I worry about what they think about me is who I pray to every night. That's the only person I wake up to. I gotta prove myself to my faith. I ain't gotta prove myself to nobody else. Nobody's walking
And
this.
then for you to say your mom, like you want to do for your mom.
No, I do for my mother. That's no. But if my mother is not, if she's just taking, and she's becoming a burden, then no, I cannot. I cannot take on your bills. Well, mother, I will show you
But
how
she
to
put you
live. That's fine, and I'm gonna take care of you. But the minute you start going away from me taking care of you and start saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this because my son can do this," no. You don't go create no bill for your son. You don't go create no bill for your daughter. I would never do my children that way. I would never create a situation for them. That's why I said when I retire, I want to be able to still be able to take care of myself. When I'm retired, when I get 90 years old, God forbid, I hope God get me be 100,000 years old. I hope I'll never leave this place. But as long as I'm here on this earth, I want to be able to take care of myself. I don't want to be able to depend on my kids. And this is my mindset.
But if it just happens that way, you will want something in return.
If it happens that way, I'm going to do my part and I'm still not going to create no bills for my children.
So, some people, when they get older, they have mental disabilities. So what about when those situations?
Have the funds to make sure you have the life insurance policy, you have the insurance policies in place to make sure you can file in, you can do what you said, and they can get you the treatment that you need. You still need to save money because you don't know what could happen. Like I say, do you have a goal for when you retire, what you want to be able to sit on? Do you? No? You ain't thought about it, huh?
We're
learning today from you.
Okay, well, see, I have a goal. And back in the day when I was younger, I was like $100,000 was my goal. But I know growing up, I started seeing that, dang. When I got my first truck note, I was like, dang, $600? Wait a minute. Well, $600 is coming for a truck. Now I got to have a truck when I get older. I said $100,000 ain't going to do nothing for me. I got to have more than that. So that's why I started coming with a concept. No, I want all the money. I don't believe in being kept. No, it's not greed. I don't consider it as greed.
Because now you're saying you want all the money. So what are you willing to do for all the money?
Continue what I'm doing, being successful. I'm not going to rob, steal, cheat. I'm going to have integrity and I'm going to have accountability. If I fail, it's going to be because I failed. It's not going to be because somebody else failed.
But why you just can't be content with what you have instead of going after?
Because I want to be comfortable. I'm never going to be content because every day changes. Every day changes. The dollar loses a value every day. So as long as that dollar is losing value, I got to get more to multiply that to add on to what it's losing. You see the stock market. You see how it goes up and down.
Yeah, there you go.
So think your life is that way. If you see the stock market going down, well, I need to come up with another avenue to replace. If I just lost $200,000 in the stock market today, I didn't have another avenue to make that $200,000 up, so that way I wouldn't even feel it. I would have a cushion. You see what I'm saying? We have to think that way. That's the way we need to be. That's the way we should be. But I ain't finna sit there and say, well, since I'm losing $200,000, hey man, let me hold some. Okay, appreciate you.
He need to go to his savings. He got that savings.
Yeah, go into your savings. Yeah.
If you poor, he can help you.
Yep, exactly.
That's what you said, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, what?
I didn't agree with that. Honestly.
He said he got his savings.
What? Say
You
what?
said they got money saved up and it's not going back into the economy, flowing in the economy.
Oh, the rich people.
So if he's broke, then he's becoming the poor, and you have all that money in the savings. You got to let it go and let it flow back into the economy.
No, I just feel like it should be reinvested into something.
It is. It's reinvesting in whatever I want. Say whatever you think it should be invested, that's your thought. That's all you need to control what you can control. You can't control someone else. I can't control
I get that.
I can't control what's his name? Oh, Berkshire Hathaway. I can't control what he do with his money.
No, they can't.
But I can watch what he do with his money and say, what he investing in? Okay, with my little dollars I have, he bought a stock over there with that. With my little dollars, how much stock can I buy with my little money? Oh, he pulled out, let me go in and pull out. There's a reason why he pulled out. You got to pay attention. That's all it's about.
Let me go ahead and buy this politician.
This what?
Let me go ahead and buy this politician.
Hey, I was supposed to vote. For real, like even like, you know what's a good stock? You can a good thing you can buy. I was just talking about earlier. Buy you some burial plots. That's real estate. That's real estate. Buy you burial plots. And guess what's going to happen in 10 years, 5 years? That property that you bought it for, let's just say one plot was $600. And in 10 years, that one plot might be $1,700. But it still has a higher value than what you bought it for. So now you in the green. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I never
But
thought of buying burial
yeah,
plots.
them $300 Jordans. You got to pay $300 Jordans. Stop buying Jordans for a year. Go buy your burial plot. And in 5 years, see how much that one little piece that they're gonna bury you in, that 6 feet deep piece of ground, gonna bury you in. See how much it's worth. I guarantee it's gonna be worth more than the Jordan, because them Jordans is probably got on the Goodwill in the trash because the glue came off the bottom of the sole. You done wrote the sole out.
Yeah, unless you're a collector, those things are
Exactly.
going down.
Yeah. So come on, we got to do better with our finances. We got to be financially smart, do better with our finances. Strategize with it. Seriously, you should get it how you want, man. Serious, man. Shit, matter of fact, you got me think I should go buy some more. Just to have them.
But he's into stock too, so I think you understand that, buying the stock and
Yeah, just saying that.
saving.
Yeah. Think you got long-term investments, got short-term investments.
Yeah, I got long term. I haven't really got any short term.
Yeah. So you already got long-term?
Yeah, I got some long term.
That's good. So you think ahead, you ahead of the game. You think about the future, you think about tomorrow instead of thinking about right now. Like they say, you got $50. Well, you need to go take that $50 and you can go to Bennigan's or Chili's and spend it, or you gonna take that $50 and you eat for 2 days and go in there and go to the grocery store. Which one would you rather do?
I'm gonna say this right now. I don't really go out to eat to restaurants like that.
Well, I'm just saying that's just the way to look at it. That's the way to compare
I'd
things.
rather go to the grocery store and make my own food.
Yeah. I'd rather take that $50. I'd rather go buy my own groceries and I'm gonna go buy that planting aisle where they got the little seeds in the packet. Okay, I like watermelon, so I'm gonna buy me some watermelon seeds. I'm putting in a couple of buckets and see what we can do. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now I ain't got to spend when I go to the grocery store. I ain't got to buy watermelons. Or I'm gonna buy some cucumber seeds and put them in the ground. I like cucumbers on my salad.
Yeah, you can have some pickles too.
Yeah, exactly. But nah, we want, the quick, fast, easy things. We don't want to sit down and watch the plant grow. We don't want the seed to grow. But then they tell you have faith in God and plant that mustard seed. Why you can't take that same mentality? Plant the mustard seed. Why you can't take that same mentality and invest it in yourself? Buy something that's going to bring you profit and longevity in the long run. Why buy Jordans? Ain't nothing wrong with it.
It's just buy some regular shoes. That's all you really need.
Yeah,
Shoes.
but we don't do that. We don't do that.
I do that. I buy some regular shoes. I don't care what they look like.
Well,
as long as they're comfortable enough, I'm good.
The average African American person don't do. They when they go out, they want to look good. But I listen. I remember some years ago when I was doing healthcare. I was taking care of a guy, Mr. Forbes. He had a couple of military surplus stores, and this guy had a lot of money. He stayed in the neighborhood with Cynthia Cooper and Cheryl Stoops. He stayed right around the corner. Backyard, nice big old backyard on the lake and everything. All right, he had a lot of money. His kids were very successful too. That he put him in position. But you know what he wore every day in his closet? He had 12 pair of khaki pants, 6 pair of khaki shorts, and like 20 different plaid shirts. And guess what kind of shoes he wore? New Balance with a strap on them.
Wait, which one?
New Balance with a strap on them. That's how that every day. That was his wardrobe. I promise you.
That's probably his work wardrobe.
Huh?
Is it just his work wardrobe? Or
no, that's the only clothes he had in that closet. And in his drawer, he didn't even use in his dresser drawer, he didn't even use all the drawers because he had his socks and underwear, and that was pretty much it. And when I seen that, I was like, oh, well, you don't need all this stuff. But we want it to look good and to show we got a certain status, but the whole time we lying. We lying to ourselves, we lying to the people that's out there looking at us. So yeah, we got to figure out what's important. Yeah, that false lifestyle ain't it. I'll put it to you like that.